Today I am going to deal with female and male reproductive system. Do we all know, right? In that we will see with first we will see with female reproductive system, because the female reproductive system has more useful things and very interesting things to deal out. Everyone has to know what is of female reproductive system, right? What do you mean by female reproductive system? Where the female reproduction will start in this part, right? Here you can see the picture of female reproductive system. Okay, we have some of the parts. Mainly this female reproductive system helps in the process of fertilization, okay, and it produces the sex hormones, which is of sex hormones, which is of estrogen and progesterone. Okay, do you get me? This female reproductive system produce some of the hormones which is of called as sex hormones, that is of estrogen and progesterone, which helps in the production of building the production in the reproductive system. And even this reproductive system will produce the eggs. Okay, the egg is called as ovum. We will have 2 ovums and 2 ovaries in the female reproductive system, and supports and encourages and protects the developing embryo. Okay, this female reproductive system will helps in protecting and producing the development of embryo, in the sense baby, embryo or fetus. This which helps mainly with all things. Okay, this is all the some of the important and major functions of multiple things which will be produced by female reproductive system, and it is also gives the birth to newborn baby. By the female reproductive system, the newborn baby's development will be taking place, or birth to newborn baby by this female reproductive system. So as of these, we have some of the parts even in female reproductive system. We can see over here, which is of fundus, okay, fallopian tubes, uterine cavity, endometrium, which is often a layer which presents in the uterus, okay, and myometrium, which is often a middle layer of the uterus. Endometrium is a primary layer, okay, and the ovaries, 2 ovaries will be present for the uterus in female reproductive system. Okay, and this is the uterus and cervix, and last one is the vagina, where this vagina will helps in production, where this vagina will help in the delivering of the baby from internal canal to the outer canal, or from the uterus to the out of the vagina to the outer world of the environment. Okay, the baby will be developed from, or the baby will be coming out through the vagina only. These and all the some of the parts. Okay, we will see the importance of uterus. Okay, first we will see the importance of uterus or cervix. Now we will see the importance of cervix. Where the cervix plays a major role in female reproductive system. Okay, in this, the lower part of the neck of the uterus is very useful, and the cervix is lined with mucus known as cervical mucus. Okay, it is lined with the membrane of cervical mucus. This cervix is very lubricant. Okay, it contains of gelatinous and lubricants which will helps in the sperm to transport into the ovum during the sexual intercourse. Okay, and the mucus will increase in response to estrogen. Okay, when it is of estrogen is present, this will be taking to more of lubricant. Okay, and but when egg is ready for the fertilization, the mucus becomes very thin and slippery. If it is the time of fertilization, the mucus will be okay, mucus will be thin and slippery. Okay, when you touch it will be like thin and slippery at the time of when the egg is ready for the fertilization. Okay, and the friendly environment to the sperm to enter into it. Okay, and end of the pregnancy the cervix will tries to open. If it is of narrow, the cervix will open into vaginal wall so that the baby will be delivered out very easily. Do you get? The cervix will helps in the delivery of baby at the end of the pregnancy. And we will see regarding vagina. Okay, we will see the importance of vagina. Vagina is a mucus. Okay, vagina is a muscular rich sheath connecting to the external genitals. Okay, which is of a muscular sheath which will be attached to the attached for the external genital, and the functions are to way to secrete the adaptation of penis and sperm during intercourse. Okay, the function is to adapt the or accepting the penis and sperm during the intercourse. Okay, and serving as a venue of birth canal and serving as a birth canal. Okay, birth canal of baby. It will be serves as an adaptation at the time of intercourse for sperm to enter or penis to enter. Okay, this will be helps of the vagina. The vagina plays a very important role and helps in the delivery of baby also. And when we goes with external genital, okay, we will see with external genital. Okay, under this labia majora, labia minora, clitoris, vulva. These are the some of the parts which will be comes under external genital area. When we goes with labia majora, which will be like an upper limb. Okay, upper lip, which will be called also upper lip. This is of inner lips. Okay, so the labia majora is contents of some of the subcutaneous tissue and subcutaneous and fatty tissues among this labia majora, that is also called as upper lips. It will be protecting the labia minora and clitoris and vulva, and this labia majora is also called as inner lips. Okay, that helps in the at the time of intercourse and helps in the protection of the clitoris, and this clitoris will helps in the time of to make an sexual urge. Okay, and vulva will be present. Okay, this is all regarding of brief explain regarding external genital. The next we will see regarding ovaries. Ovaries. Okay, we have two ovaries in fallopian tubes, right? Two ovaries were present. This is of all ovaries. Two ovaries are present in everyone, is also known as female gonads. Okay, these ovaries also will be known as female gonads. Okay, this ovaries will be also called as female gonads. Okay, they produce eggs. These ovaries will produce the eggs. Okay, which are of ovaries. They also produce sex hormones, which is of estrogen and progesterone. Okay, which is of estrogen and progesterone, which is of produced by the ovaries. Okay, next one is fallopian tubes or uterine tubes. We can call it as fallopian tubes or uterine tubes also. Fallopian tubes, or it is also called as uterine tubes. Okay, two fallopian tubes will be present. Okay, for everyone in female reproductive system, two fallopian tubes. Okay, two uterine tubes will be present, and it is of 13 centimeters in length, okay, 18 to 13 centimeters in length. These tubes will be present from 8 to 13 centimeters in length, okay. These uterine tubes or fallopian tubes will be present of 8 to 13 centimeters in length, okay. This helps in, these are will be present like hair like structures, okay. Fertilization, most of the typically fertilization will occurs in these tubes only, in fallopian tubes. Fertilization tubes only, typically in some of the conditions the fertilization will be taking place in the fallopian tubes. If it is of abnormal, and if the baby will not be able to grow, if the ovaries the implantation has been taken in the fallopian tube, that will be go for the abortion. There will be a removal of embryo, or ovaries will be, the baby will be removed after the fertilization. Okay, we all understand, right? This endometrium is the layer which is often around of the uterus, and myometrium is the middle layer of the uterus and uterine cavity. Okay, this uterus and cervix and vagina, fundus, fallopian tubes and eggs are present. Okay, in female reproductive system, so many functions has to be taken, where the baby will be carrying throughout the 9 months or 280 days. Okay, and 2 hormones will be produced which are called as sex hormones, which is of estrogen and progesterone. In that the external genitalia, internal genitalia, in that we have seen some of the parts, and according to their function it is present. The female reproductive system is very important. Do you understand?